인슐린의 효능을 능가하고 있는 인체에서 활성산소로 변한다. 활성산소는 인체에 침입한 세균 같은 이물질을 백혈구에서 분해하는 이로운 역할을 하기도 하지만 반대로 여분의 활성산소는 조직이나 세포를 파괴하는 두 가지 얼굴을 지니고 있다. 즉, 활성산소는 전자가 모자라거나 전자를 필요 이상으로 많이 갖고 있어 다른 물질로부터 전자를 빼앗아 스스로 안정을 찾고자 한다. 때문에 반응력이 매우 뛰어나 조직 내 세포나 DNA를 무차별적으로 공격해 노화를 촉진시키고 질병을 유발한다.
우리 인간은 필연적으로 영양분을 섭취하고 또 산소를 호흡을 하게 됩니다. 이 호흡한 산소와 영양분은 미토콘드리아에서 산화 반응을 거쳐서 우리에게 필요한 에너지를 주게 됩니다. 이 산화 반응 과정에서 필연적으로 활성산소종들이 많이 발생하게 됩니다. 이러한 활성산소종들이 세포의 막이라든지 DNA라든지 이런 데 손상을 끼치게 돼서 노화가 일어난다고 알려지고 있습니다.
취재진은 알칼리 환원수를 이용해 조직 내 DNA 보호 능력을 알아보기로 했다. 활성산소에 의해 파괴된 조직 내 DNA에 환원수를 투여했을 경우 어떤 변화가 일어날까? 먼저 알칼리 환원수와 비교 대상인 일반수를 박테리아에서 추출한 플라스미드라는 DNA와 각각 혼합했다. 이어 인큐베이터 안에서 활성산소를 발생시켜 DNA의 변화를 살펴보았다. 즉, 일반수는 활성산소로부터 DNA를 보호하지 못하고 곧바로 DNA가 파괴된 반대로 알칼리 환원수는 활성산소의 침입을 막아 DNA의 상태를 유지해주고 있는 것이다.
I'm Dan Soloway. I'm the host of the Health and Fitness Radio Show. Been doing radio for 13 years, interviewing some of the top people in the world, educating people on how to turn around different health conditions. Before that, I was known as the inventor of the Hydrotone exercise equipment, which is used all over the world. Had a great time working with pro teams, working with various celebrities. Well, now I find most of the health problems need to be approached through nutrition, supplements, and now through water. And I'll explain that in just a moment. But I want to tell you how important it is to get the pH up. Now, there's many, many books written on pH. pH keeps the body at a level that it has to be able to get the cells working like they're meant to. Our normal pH is 7.34 to 7.4 within your cells. Now, when cancer develops, when cancer metastasizes, it's become acidic within the cell. It's dropped down to 6.5. So as a nutritionist, as a PhD in nutrition, one of my jobs when I'm helping people with something like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, is to raise the pH. And there's various ways to do that. But most important is minerals. Minerals is the determining factor on the pH. There's many books written on this, and one of my favorite books is the Magnesium Miracle. The Magnesium Miracle, magnesium alone has over 400 functions to the body. In fact, a lot of people out there taking calcium, and that's very important. But without enough magnesium, the calcium won't function. But more importantly, without magnesium, your blood vessels tighten down, your muscles tighten down, your blood sugar doesn't function. So many different things. You get depressed. Your kidney stones build up because magnesium helps dissolve the calcium or separate it apart, helps place it back into the bones. Well, 80% of you are deficient in magnesium. 80%. The country that's most deficient in magnesium is Sweden. That means it sets them up for heart attacks. In fact, they have 4 times more heart attacks than the countries that have adequate amount of magnesium in their water and their food. So you need magnesium, but that's only one of many, many minerals that you need. But magnesium is very, very important. Now, there's another book that I like, a couple different books. You can see here, there's a book on all the different minerals that the body needs and how they affect the body. And so you have to get all the minerals, selenium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, manganese. The list goes on and on. They all have various functions. For instance, if you're a diabetic, you'll get great benefit and sometimes reverse it just by increasing chromium picolinate or chromium and vanadium and zinc. All these things will affect it, but also magnesium. Getting those back up will allow the sugar work with the insulin and be brought into the cell and be burnt where it's supposed to be. But deficient in those, it's very, very hard to turn diabetes around. So those deficiencies in our body are causing a lot of the major problems people are suffering with. Now here's another book called The pH Miracle. And The pH Miracle deals with what you need to do to get the pH. Now normally they tell you to take certain products, which is what I did as a nutritional counselor, and to eat certain food like greens, a lot of greens, and a lot of berries and cantaloupe and apples. Avoid sugary fruit like bananas, but eat a lot of very good fruits with a lot of color to them, and a lot of vegetables that have no starch. The reason no starch is sugar will raise the acid state in the body, will make the body more acidic. So will stress and carbonation. One of the big crises in our society is the carbonated drinks. If I drink one cola or any carbonated drink, I have to drink 32 glasses of a high pH water to overcome that. And speaking of water, before I used to say, someone come to me with high blood pressure, I'd say, I need to get your magnesium up. You need a very high dose. Either you're going to have to take these tablets, which are going to be hard to absorb, or this powder, or you're going to take it in a more efficient way. And that's when magnesium is suspended in water. Well, to do that, they're going to have to spend $50 a month taking liquid magnesium suspended in water. And then they're going to have to take potassium and all these other things. And this is going to get very expensive, but it works very, very well. Now, there's other things I have to do too for blood pressure, but that's one of the things I would recommend to people. Now, though, there's a simple, tasty way to get all the minerals you need to fill in all those deficiencies just by your constant process that we all do is drink water. But a lot of you don't like water because water a lot of times doesn't taste good. It's because it's not the kind of water our body was designed to have. Now this has been solved by a company called Dreamtree. The Dreamtree ceramic conversion system. I'll show you the picture right here, and there's different ways they've done this. But the picture has these ceramic beads with 110 minerals embedded in the ceramic beads. So as water is poured down through here, it picks up those minerals and disperses them into the water. And as it disperses them into the water, they are held in the water and they stay in contact with this tube. If the tube that has the ceramic beads wasn't there, after a few days it would lose its pH and it would lose the minerals. They would they'd start falling down. But this way it stays that way. So when you drink the water from this pitcher, you're getting the minerals, you're getting the pH we're looking for. And another plus side, because some things add minerals to water and they add the pH, but when we measure it, it doesn't have the antioxidant levels. And that's the third major factor that makes this such a fantastic system. Really fantastic. In fact, inside here, they've even taken it one step further. They've embedded it with nano silver, so bacteria can't grow inside the pitcher. Really a wonderful, wonderful added addition to that. Everything this company does works that way. They even have made it very simple to take these ceramic sticks. And so if you're traveling and you stop and get you a bottle of good clean water, you drop these in, shake it up a little bit, wait maybe 10 or 20 minutes. Now you have the high pH water that we find in the pitcher that you can use at home. What I personally do, and you can see that I'm drinking from this right now, I have 2 of these sticks in this glass. I fill this up with my pitcher at home, then I have these sticks in here, and I carry this around with me. And I'll drink 3 of those, maybe 4. Especially when I first started, I drank about 4 of these a day, which meant I drank 2 gallons of the Dreamtree water a day. Why would I drink that much water? I used to weigh 200 pounds just a month or so ago. I'm 75% water. That means 150 pounds of me is water. So when I first start drinking this, I'm going to feel energy, because anytime you have high pH and you have the right minerals, your electrical system comes alive. But I needed to replace all that water that wasn't as good as